Now, I've always loved your hair. In this film, you got the hair pulled back quite often. Was that a nice change of pace for you? Was it like a
I loved it.
hair-friendly
That's
role?
how I live my life. I always have it back. Um, yeah, that was a bone of contention actually with the producers because they just couldn't wait to get my hair down. They were adamant saying, she looks too hard, you know, and I said, look, just read. You can't have hair that you can grab as a Secret Service agent. So, in point of fact, really, I should have buzzed my hair. Had I shown up with my buzzed hair, they probably would have fired me summarily and hired, you know, Cindy Crawford or somebody. I'm kidding, but you know, you know. So I acquiesced and I kept my hair up as long as my duties were on the books. And then the minute I sort of, I don't get fired, but I certainly jeopardize my future, I let the hair go.
And Diane, when I'm on the air, I have to wear a thing called an IFB earpiece, where a little earphone with a little cable.
Right.
Something that you wear. Now, one of the weirdest things about getting fitted for that is they had to inject all this stuff into my ear to do a custom fitting.
Really?
Was that something that you had to go through?
They don't give us guys that. No, they don't. I mean, it's irritating, and you get kind of sore after a while, to tell you the truth. And plus, it's distracting because, as an actor, to lose half of your hearing, then your own voice becomes so amplified in your head. You know how you feel when you leave your outgoing answering machine on the recording?
Yeah.
And you do it like 5 times because you can't stand your own voice. I have this problem. Most people do. And it's like that. It's like, I can't stand the sound of my own voice, and what am I going to do? Because, you know, it's very distracting, having that thing in my ear.
Now, how often did you have it plugged into your Walkman or radio?
Never. Never.
You know, I was in the Line of Fire press junket, and Rene Russo spent a lot of time observing
Right.
female Secret Service agents. Were you able to check a few of them out, and what kind of differences did you notice between the male and the female agents?
I didn't get to meet with a woman. We didn't have the time. The schedule was off. But I have a friend who actually required Secret Service people in his life for years, and I spoke to some men, and they were very helpful, you know. They were, I don't know. There's only so much you can really use because, of course, you have to deal with the screenplay that you have. I get so frustrated when you get all this information that sort of invalidates what you're portraying in the movie. That's not very helpful. Look, I would never look like this. I would never have my hair like this. It doesn't matter, you know. It's a solid movie, and I made it as honest and as truthful a portrayal as I could, and I'm proud of it.
Well, you know, you shot in a lot of different places, you know, in Europe and the States. Now, shooting on the streets of Washington, D.C., do you notice a few different nuances, a few more restrictions than other places you've worked in?
Restrictions.
Just people a bit more security conscious.
Oh, well, I got the feeling like there was 2 worlds going on simultaneously. There's the world of government and the world of the street dweller, you know, the regular Joe who has other things to do besides government. It's like here. There is a contingent of Hollywood that has nothing to do with show business. You know, they just live in California and don't think twice about seeing a movie star in traffic, just like they don't think twice about seeing a senator in their car or something. So in that way, they have their own fame and culture in D.C.
And a quick final question about the popularity of sets to visit. The White House sets in this film, is this something that you bring the kids to and friends to take pictures in the Oval Office?
Oh, you mean when they recreated it in Toronto? No. No, I didn't go for that. But it felt pretty real to be in there in certain corners where you didn't see the set disappear.